welcome to Dark Goddess Moon Tarot. I'm Olivia, and I just channeled a beautiful piece of poetry with my guides, and it's important. It's an important message for whoever needs to hear it. Sailing through choppy seas, calm before the storm recedes. Look no further for what you seek. Liberation is the key. All right, so let's see what tarot has to tell us. What's going on with the collective right now, Spirit? Three of Wands in reverse. So I did try to record this reading once, and Three of Wands in reverse came out in the last reading. So 78 cards in a deck, can't make it up. Three of Wands in reverse. And the Fool. New beginnings, taking a leap of faith. That was way too many, Spirit. Let's try this again. You may need to slow your energy down. I may need to slow my energy down. Maybe we all need that right now. I'm filming this on the Libra new moon. Speaking of Libra, Swords card just popped out. It's air. We've got the 10 of Wands, and it came out sideways, so that to me feels like right now you're stuck in the 10 of Wands, and, or sorry, 10 of Swords, and your 10 of Swords represents the end of a cycle, a long cycle of pain. It represents total defeat, and with it coming out sideways, it feels like you're stuck. You're stuck in that feeling. Sailing through choppy seas. Whoa. Look at all the cards that just flew out. That's too many, Spirit. That's a message. Too many, too much, too choppy. Look no further for what you seek. Liberation is the key. Look no further for what you seek. Liberation is the key. How can they liberate, Spirit? Anchor down, ground to start. So we have Judgment, the Lovers in reverse, and 8 of Swords in reverse, with 7 of Wands on the bottom. This card came out last time too. So the 7 of Wands is very much like a choppy, turbulent energy. And the way to come out of this is going to be, if you notice in this 8 of Swords, the ropes that are binding this person, they're not that tight. She could easily come out of that. But she can't see that. This self-imprisonment may feel like it's impossible to come out of right now. You may be like just so frustrated with feeling so much pain, and it may feel impossible. It may feel impossible to make any sort of plans towards progress. The moon was on the bottom of the deck, so things unseen. Things unseen. Time to take the blindfold off, I'm hearing. Two of Cups after that. And then once again, the Lovers. What you do have to cover up. The Lovers did pop out as well. So this could be about love. But it could also be about something you love. If it's not a lover. Look no further for what you seek. Liberation is the key. Oh. Oh my goodness, Spirit is just saying too much. Too much, too much, too much. Too much what? I'm looking at the Judgment card. Two of Swords in reverse on the bottom of the deck. This card also made an appearance in the reading that I just tried to film. You know what? I had said I was going to light some incense before I started filming. And I said I was going to slow down. And then I didn't. I didn't slow down, apparently. So we're gonna slow down right now together. Take some deep breaths. You may be holding your breath a lot. You may be feeling like a lot of tightness in your chest and in your throat. So it's not cliche. It's science. Breathing helps to regulate your nervous system and take you out of that anxiety, fight or flight. Deep breaths. Cleansing your energy too, just in case. This is cedar incense. It's my favorite. What's your favorite type of incense if you use incense? Leave it in the comments below. Okay, so yeah, I mean, if we look at where you're at right now, it's a lot. It's a lot. But there is stuff that is unseen. And it's going to take a leap of faith, the Fool. It's going to take a leap of faith to get that new beginning that you desire. Oh, that's so funny. Eight of Wands is the next card on the bottom, and my deck is positioned halfway. So to me, that's like, yeah, slow down. You don't need to stop. It's not in reverse, but it's sideways. Like, slow down. Fine, Spirit. We'll slow down a little bit. Okay, and it just flew out in reverse. So maybe some of you might need to slow down a lot. Sailing through choppy seas, calm before the storm recedes. Calm down before the storm. I am not telling you to calm down. I hate when people say that. Calm down. But practicing calming techniques, they work. It can take a lot of practice to get them to work, to be able to get your body into a state where you're able to relax. It can be a lot of work, and it can take a lot of time practicing. And something that I think is really helpful is if you're doing a breathing technique that is like too much, like a very calming breathing technique that's helpful for a lot of people is the 4-4-4 method, or box breathing. So is another one, but it's like inhale for 4 seconds, pause for 4 seconds, exhale for 4 seconds. And some people do it for both pauses. So inhale 4, pause 4, exhale 4, pause 4, inhale, and you get it. That can be like a little too much for someone that's really, really anxious. So I was a yoga teacher for 6 years, many moons ago. And one of my favorite breathing techniques to teach for my own, like I used it for my own anxiety, and I still do to this day, but it also was one of my favorite methods to teach, is to do, just a very comfortable long inhale, however long that is for you. A comfortable long inhale, and then as you exhale, slow it down a little bit so that your exhale is 1 to 2 seconds longer than your inhalation. That can be a much more subtle way to get started with anti-anxiety breathing techniques. And you know what? It may just take some experimenting to see what works. Like, they did come out reversed. Okay. I was going to try and do it upright. Spirit said no, reversed. So the Hanged One and the Queen of Cups both came out reversed. And so the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse for me is like, it can mean a lot of things, but right now what I'm getting is the Queen of Cups is the most intuitive queen. She is the most in touch with her emotions when she's in the upright. And when she's at the shores, okay. She's at the shores of the sea. When she is in the reverse, there's a disconnect, and that can be the same I'm hearing for the Hanged One in reverse. Like, you need a new perspective. You may be not only needing a new perspective, but you may be so disconnected right now from your body that you can't get a new perspective mentally or emotionally. So maybe somatic healing exercises might be really beneficial for you right now, and you can look those up on YouTube, like somatic yoga. Something my therapist taught me. If you can get a therapist, of course, get a therapist. Please, everyone deserves a therapist, and unfortunately, it's not financially accessible to everyone. But if you can't, if you are unable to get a therapist, a somatic exercise that really helped me when I was recovering, and I'm still recovering from a lot of trauma throughout my life, and I was very disconnected from my body at the time. So she taught me this really cool technique using a crystal. You can use anything, but you want it to be something that, of course, like, I think it's easier if it has a little bit of an edge to it, and you'll want to hold it. And I do recommend looking these up by people that are qualified to teach. I am not qualified. I'm not a qualified therapist or mental health professional. I am just sharing some techniques that have helped me along the way. So you'll hold it and you feel it. You feel what you're feeling. Feel what your hand is feeling. Is the object cold? Is it warm? Does it feel soft? Does it feel sharp? Does it feel smooth? Does it feel rough? Whatever you're feeling, observe it, and then put the object down, and then see how long the feeling lasts in your hand. And if it goes away instantly, that means there's a major disconnect, right? If you can hold the feeling for a few seconds, the goal is to continue to be able to increase the length of time of being able to feel the sensations you were feeling when holding the object. So if you try the exercise, try it out a few times, see what you're feeling. Remember, there's no right or wrong. It's like It's just observing. That's like meditation and breathing. There is no right or wrong. There's no right way to meditate. It's literally just about coming to the present moment and connecting with your mind, your body, your soul, spirit. So look into some somatic stuff, because if you're disconnected from your body, it makes it harder to access your intuition for most of us. Okay, what else did we get? Page of Wands and Four of Swords in reverse. Well, pages are students, and in this particular deck, this page is really into looking at his wand. I had to, it was right there. So, and the way, maybe I said that for a reason, that was spirit. That wasn't even me, that was spirit. Self-examination. Sorry. Lizards, salamanders may be a synchronicity for you right now, for someone. Okay, Four of Swords in reverse. Well, Four of Swords is a major need for rest. So if you're not able to rest and you're in this Four of Swords position where relaxation is just not attainable to you right now, and you are like frustrated with that, and I just heard it can be really frustrating when people are like, just calm down, just relax, you know, you need to do relaxation techniques, you need to, you know, breathe and meditate, and it's like, I can't meditate. That's the feeling of this Four of Swords in reverse right now. Like, I cannot. While it feels like you cannot and you're unable to right now, it doesn't mean you're going to always feel this way. This too shall pass. It will probably, if this is resonating with you, will take some self-exploration. That's the Page of Wands, is self-exploration. That really is what the Page of Wands is self-exploration, self-discovery. It may take a lot more of that to find out what does relax you. What is your form of meditation? You know, there is meditation in movement. That could be a walk through nature. If you live in a very big city and there's not a lot of nature around you, do you have access to a park you could go sit in? Or a pond or a lake you could go sit by? But even if you're walking, like on your commute to work, like, can you find a way to just focus on the rhythm of the walk? Focus on maybe the sounds you're hearing, the smells that you're encountering, the colors you're seeing. That's meditation. That's a form of meditation. Tai Chi, another meditation in movement. Yoga, Tai Chi. Something that really helped me in terms of being able to relax, because meditation has never been my thing. I do it. I don't particularly like it. So what feels more relaxing to me is watching energy healing videos, Reiki videos by Reiki masters on YouTube, and the Lune Innate. I will link her channel below. Her name is Jillian. She's a Reiki master. She's a practitioner and a teacher, and her videos have been so calming and nurturing for me. And they're a free resource on YouTube. And she has a Patreon, and she offers treatments as well. And you can take her classes as well if that's something that you're interested in. But Reiki energy healing. When I was a yoga teacher, once again, I mean, this is like I taught my last yoga class 10 years ago. I was a yoga teacher for 6 years, and meditation was never my favorite, but I still taught it and did it. And they had Reiki teachers at the school that I worked at, and I never really connected with it. And I think it was like the particular people maybe weren't resonating with me. It wasn't right for me at the time, or maybe I was just waiting until I really needed it, which was much later in life. I had some events happen that caused some severe PTSD, and it has just been instrumental in getting my body and my nervous system to relax. So I will link her channel below, and you can type in, and I prefer the ASMR Reiki treatments, and there's so many different types of ASMR Reiki videos on YouTube. So find the ones, if you're finding a couple and you're like, okay, I don't like this sound, I don't like this vibe or whatever, keep going. I just saw 2112 on the timer, so mirroring number 2112. That has been a synchronicity for me lately. Might be for you as well. But self-discovery, self-exploration, find what works for you, because we are all different. We all have different traumas and histories and experiences and likes and dislikes, and anyway, I really love her. I love her work. I love her as a human. I definitely recommend her, and I'll link a couple other channels that have really helped me as well. So give that a try, and let me know. If you do, let me know what you think. I never really believed in Reiki back then, 10 years ago. I was like, no, that's, the snake oil salesman kind of thing. And it's just absolutely not true. It's real, and it's life-changing. So just thought I would say that might help you get out of that Four of Swords in reverse, so that you are able to calm yourself. That's when the storm will recede. I feel like this is the end of the message. I feel like there's not really much more. It sounds like whoever, if you're still watching this video, if you've resonated, that you know that there is some work to do in terms of healing. You deserve to heal. You deserve to heal. Spend some time looking at your own wand. All right, let's get some charms. That was Spirit. That was not me. Spirit. Ugh. They're like, no, that was you. That one was you. Okay, so let's get some charms and see if we can get any synchronicities. So find synchronicities in terms of like things you may have been seeing lately, or just things that connect with you and resonate with you as a person, just for funsies. And maybe another message will come through. Nope, hold on, I dropped one that Spirit wanted me to get. Hold on. I'm not looking. Look, and there's like a bunch in here. Okay, we'll just take what we get. Oh my goodness, so many. Okay, so we did. We have an anchor with a rope. This came out in the last reading that I tried to film as well. Okay, sailing through the choppy seas, calm before the storm recedes. Anchoring down and grounding, calming before the storm. It's not even like there's another storm coming. I want to say that and make that clear, that it's like the storm within you. It's not going to recede until you are able to ground, anchor down within yourself. Within yourself, I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. We have a broken vessel. But it's not really broken. still a work of art. You're not broken. You're still a work of art. We have some angel wings. So you may have been seeing a lot of angel numbers lately. Start tracking them, start writing them down. Especially if you're seeing multiple different ones, but it's interesting to like, let's say you're seeing the same one, like, and you notice like, okay, is that the third or fourth time I've seen that today? And then like, all of a sudden you're like, no, it's been like 6 or 7 places I've seen this exact same number today. That is like your guides, your angels really reaching out to you, like affirming that they're there for you and that you're not alone. Okay, we have a tiger. You may be Year of the Tiger. Let me know if you are. Or this may be one of your power animals or spirit guides that you really resonate with. And if you don't have any yet, there are a lot of cool like shamanic drumming trance videos on YouTube that you can do to meet an animal guide, but and meditations as well. if you're okay with meditations. Mine have just come to me in other ways, like seeing the animal in a bunch of different places over and over again, or just really resonating with the animal. So there's no one way. There's no one way. We have a needle and thread. So what's interesting is that we have a broken vase and a needle and thread. So I'm hearing repair. And that's the 4 of Swords. Restoration is taking place. You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it. You're gonna restore your vessel, your physical vessel. We have the infinity symbol. So you may be seeing this a lot. We have Libra scales, or the scales of balance. And today is the new moon in Libra, and tomorrow we are entering into Scorpio season. Okay. This reading is timeless, just a reminder. And then we have the goddess Isis. So wings, there's the wings again. Goddess is with you. Whatever you believe in. But this is Dark Goddess Moon Tarot, so. And then we have the High Priestess on the deck. Oh my goodness. Intuition, trusting your intuition. Very like divine feminine goddess energy. Beautiful. I hope this was helpful. Feel free to leave a comment below to share your experiences with meditation. I'm curious to know if you hate it as much as I do. I don't hate it. I just, if you found it as challenging as I have, and that's the thing, is I still do it, but I find different ways, different forms of like what gets me to that place. So let me know if you test out the ASMR Reiki energy healing videos too. Let me know your thoughts, and also if any of these signs or synchronicities have been popping up for you, let me know. And if this was helpful, please do give the video a like so that I know it's reaching the people it needs to, and subscribe so that we can cultivate our soul family here. I would love to have you. All right. Until next time, I am sending you so much love. Take care.